Hey guys, I'm back with another theory. It's your boy Shadowstone0806 and I'm back with another theory. Today's theory is, I feel like Shanks has a secret up his sleeve. I feel like the secret is that Shanks actually is going to get his arm back. He's not going to get his arm back like the physical arm, but he's going to get like a temporary arm. I feel like it's going to be a power-up, some kind of state of matter. Like he'll be able to have a hockey arm. So the same way he's able to use Conqueror's Haki and knock people out, imagine if he could use his Conqueror's Haki and almost have like a physical arm, in a sense. The arm cannot actually touch anybody, but in the sense, the arm, think of Conqueror's Haki. Conqueror's Haki is the power and the will of being a conqueror. The power to inflict your such willpower or energy or just presence and literally knock people out willingly. Like they get knocked out, like they get no-diffed in 3 seconds. Doesn't matter who they are or what they are. The more powerful the person, the longer it takes. So for example, if Shanks was fighting someone like Rob Lucci from Rob Lucci from Egghead, it would take him maybe a couple of seconds, maybe a minute to knock out Rob Lucci. It probably wouldn't be right away, like it would be to a Marine, especially now that Rob Lucci's in his awakened form. It would probably take a little while, but he would still get knocked down in less than a minute. Like someone like Luffy, especially in Gear 5, it would take him probably a couple of minutes to get knocked out from Conqueror's Haki, because he already has Conqueror's Haki. So a Conqueror fighting another Conqueror is not going to be an easy job. So my theory is that Shanks eventually is going to have something like Asta. He's going to have some kind of way to incorporate his skill that he's using and use that into his arm. He may not be able to touch physical items because we don't know how far Haki can go. But let's just say Shanks can... He will have a materialized arm, but it can only fight physically. It can physically fight people. It's like an alternative way of using Conqueror's Haki. Instead of like letting people get knocked out from like kilometers and meters away, what if you could do it in close range distance without... and then actually using more force with your movement of like a phantom arm, you're able to incorporate more Haki into your arm because you're basically using willpower, Conqueror's Haki, and upgrading it with maybe observation and a whole bunch. Like you're just mixing all Hakis together to create basically an artificial arm that can only attack Devil Fruit users, Haki users, but it cannot pick up weapons, but it can touch people because Haki can inflict pain on people. It can hurt people. And that's just a stupid theory, but I would love that if Oda does cook with this, when in the next, we're going to have probably 2 arcs before One Piece ends, or 1 more arc. I would love to come back to this video and see if I'm right or wrong. Because if Luffy is going to have all these feats, and he's going to go Gear 5, and he's going to go God mode, and supposedly they're going to have a Davy back fight, then it's got to be a fun match, even if it's a match of to the death or a match of a stalemate. Especially with Dracula and Mihawk, we cannot, especially with what's going on right now. There's a lot of connections going on in the Elbaf arc that explains Dracula, Mihawk, and Shanks. So because of that, we can't confirm or deny how strong these characters are. But the fact that they have not shown their true power, and that we've seen Shanks only knock out an admiral, like, you know, one of like the elite admirals, like Admiral Greenbull, that's up there with like Akihinu and all these other ones. You cannot, I repeat, you cannot say that this guy's weak. This is the same guy that literally, he subjugated King and the other one. I mean, they were already weak, but the fact he was able to like take them out real quick, that shows you how strong he is. So I'd like to come back to this video.